Hey guys, Michael here with another demo. I'm super excited today about another feature that's a global platform feature. It's called existing relationship column, and let me show what I mean. So we have our main CRM here, and it's configured to basically the companies have contacts, right? And if you go into a company, you'll see that the associated contacts with that company, in this case John Smith, right? If you go to contacts, you'll see that John Smith is associated with the ABC company. Now the issue is sometimes there's a use case where by looking at this list, I want to be able to, let's say, navigate to the company's website or get the phone number for the company. And if I'm on this list, I usually have to like get the company name, go back to the company, and so on. Which there's a specific use case actually for my government contracting module, and for those of you guys who are using that module, I'll show in a minute why this is such a useful feature for there's a specific use case. So in other words, if I want to be able to quickly navigate to the ABC company and show the website here without creating another duplicate field, right? So there's a new column type. It's called existing relationship column, and let's say I'm calling it website. Yeah. So it's basically I'm gonna have to select an existing relationship. In this case, we have a company as a relationship to the contact, and now it'll give us the list of company columns to select, and I'm going to select the website. Okay, when I add this, and those of you who are technical, this is an actual join in a database, so it is a really efficient way to do this versus, I don't know. So it is an efficient way, as good as it gets as far as joining data. And as you can see, now we have the ABC company website here. But it's the cool thing, like if I were to change my company association with this contact to another company, it will automatically update the website. Isn't that cool? Again, this is really a great use case. Let's say, and if we want to join another column, or I'm calling it existing column relationship, let's say this time I want to do the company phone number. I'm gonna say company phone. I'm gonna select my relationship column, which is the company, and then I'm gonna select the phone column inside the company's table or list, right? So this way, when I add this, and same thing, it's gonna add the company's phone number. And if I were to change my relationship to another value for this record, it's gonna update both of those columns. Again, this is really cool because there's a lot of use case to be used, and those of you who are my government contracting customers, I'll show you quickly how this becomes really useful in your bidding board. And let's say we copy a record to our bidding board, and now it's gonna basically copy the supplier's info in the code section, right? And what's gonna happen is, so if I were to open this, by the way, these updates will come to you automatically if we haven't deployed to everyone yet. Okay, now let's say we're in the RFQ detail page here. We have our suppliers list here. But a lot of times to contact the suppliers, you might need more information, right? We're seeing, currently I think most people go to suppliers, find them, and contact them, and that's okay. But with this new feature, by the way, these columns will automatically be added in a week or so to everyone's workspace. So technically, you don't have to create this manually, but just showing you how this works. So I'm gonna say supplier cage, for example. I'm gonna say existing relationship, I'm gonna select my supplier. I'm gonna select my cage code. Cage code is also really important to see because you use it in a lot of places. So we have the cage code. I'm gonna add another one here. I'm gonna call it supplier website. Okay, and same thing. This time I'm gonna select the website. And now you have your supplier website right in front of you, and it's not duplicating the data. So if you update the website inside the suppliers, it'll be automatically updated here. Or if you change a supplier from the drop down here, it's gonna automatically update those fields for you, so you can do one click and go to the supplier. So this makes it super user friendly and easy way to not only join other data from other lists, but also it automatically updates as you make changes to the record itself. Definitely there's another useful column that we need to add is the coding column. Right, you want to know if that supplier is coding or not. And this relationship column is also smart because it knows what type of column it is, and based on that it's gonna show you the value. Like in the coding column is actually a drop down in our supplier list, so it shows, like, if I were to basically go to the suppliers here, and I'm gonna change one of them to say, let's say this guy is not coding, I'm gonna say to no. Right, come here, update this. Right, you'll see that it should be updated to no. So now that you know that if this supplier is not coding, you're not gonna contact them anymore. And again, as you make changes, it's gonna automatically update those fields, and you can even add the email column here. So again, this is super useful. It took us a bit of time to get this together, especially the updating part, but I'm really glad it's all good now. Again, these columns will be pushed to all of the workspaces. Give it some time. If you don't want to wait, you can do it manually yourself. But otherwise, this feature can be used in other places of the application. Yeah, super exciting. Thanks for watching. See you next time.